GHQ. My name is Julia, and if you missed it, we just had an incredible performance by the a cappella group No Southern Accent. Their album Permanent Address is dropping this Friday the 1st, and I'm actually here with two of the members to ask more questions. So I'm going to turn it over to them. Introduce yourselves.
Hey y'all, my name is Maddie Crowley. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the president of No Southern Accent.
Hey all, so my name is Miles Lopez. I'm the communications director and arranger of No Southern Accent, and my pronouns are they, them.
Cool. So thank you guys so much for coming down. So for more info, they're both juniors, and their performance, they all killed it. There's about 14 of them in the group, approximately. And so the new album that's dropping, Permanent Address, what is that and what does it mean to you?
Right. So Permanent Address spans about 4 generations of members of No Southern Accent. We first started recording it in the end of 2017 with some people who graduated in 2018 actually, and we had some people who joined the group in 2018 on the album. So it's it's really about how No Southern Accent or NSA is a family, and how we kind of use this this concept of it's our permanent address to kind of talk about how it'll always be this permanent home, kind of how when you go off to college and you have your parents' house as your permanent address, and then but it's that's what it means to us, and it's always going to be that place where we call home. That's
so sentimental. I was not expecting that answer. I love that so much. Cool. So how many songs are on the album, and what genre is it?
Yeah, so it's an 11-track album, which is super exciting because our previous albums have not been that expansive. And there are so many genres of music on the album, from pop to R&B to soul to indie and different things like that. It covers so many different spans of music.
Could you give me one example of one of the songs?
Sure. We sing... What's one of the songs that we sing?
Well, we did Bloodline by Ariana Grande.
Yeah. We did Soul's Anthem by Tori Kelly, so that's more soulful.
Roaring 20s by Panic at the Disco. Yeah. Just a bunch of...
Okay, I'm so excited. I love that. Cool. So the song you guys just performed live, called Home. Why'd you guys choose that one? What does it mean to you? All that.
Yeah, Home by Morgan. So that was actually a song that I suggested last year, and it means a lot to me personally. It means a lot to the group. So all things aside of where we performed it, kind of what I was talking about, how Permanent Address, it kind of has that same sentiment of this is our home. It's kind of one of it's kind of one of the anthems of our album. This is our home. We belong here. I don't know, it's really an empowering song, and so we actually had the opportunity to perform it in Boston at an a cappella competition called Boston Sings, where we won 3rd place. Yeah, and so that was one of our sets, and we kind of sang that because what was this set? It was about shared joy, and our joy was sharing that feeling of family and connection on stage.
That's so cool. I actually have a friend who goes to Boston College, and she's in an a cappella group there, and I know all about the competition. That's so cool though. So what's next after you drop the album on Friday?
Yeah, so actually on Thursday, we're driving up to North Carolina for an a cappella festival called So Jam. So we're going to be spending the entire weekend there, so that's going to be really fun. And we're dropping the album, so it'll be a great time to share it with everybody in the a cappella community, things like that. And then in the future, for the rest of the semester, we have a holiday, and all the a cappella groups do something called Falala, which is a concert comprising all the a cappella groups on campus, done through Gator Nights, and we all sing holiday music.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then so then in January, February, we'll hopefully be competing at the International Championship for Collegiate Acapella. And it's kind of just if you've seen the movie Pitch Perfect, it's kind of the same competition that they do. It's really fun, and hopefully we can advance and move on to semifinals, finals. We're as much as we're also a family oriented group, we're also we love our competitions. And and if you'd want to keep up with us or learn more about what we're doing, you can follow any of our social medias. Twitter, Instagram are at NS Accent, and you can find us on Facebook, No Southern Accent, and YouTube.
Cool. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Just a little recap. That was two of the members from the a cappella group called No Southern Accent. Permanent Address drops this Friday the 1st. And thanks so much for being here, guys.
Thanks
Thank
for
you for having
us.
us.